What's up guys, Julian Goldie here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the topic of AI content. Now AI is something that's getting a lot of buzz in the SEO space at the moment, but you might not really know what's going on here. After all, what is AI generated content anyway, and what does this buzzword even mean? I mean, is AI content just a Terminator sitting in a Starbucks somewhere churning out blog posts like a maniac? Is it the sign of the end times for SEO? Well, fortunately, AI copywriting isn't as scary as any of that, but it is definitely something that deserves your attention as a website owner. After all, lots of people are talking about this kind of thing, and you need to figure out if it is right for you. I mean, if you ignore it, you might lose out to competitors that invest in this latest trend, but then again, if you go all in on AI without understanding the risks, you might end up with a penalty from Google. So yeah, you need to be informed here. Luckily for you, this video is going to go over the topic of AI copywriting and the questions you might have when it comes to this kind of thing. For instance, in section number 1, we'll cover how this kind of writing actually works in practice. And in section number 3, we'll also cover Google's official statement on this matter and how you should go forward in light of their words. Anyhow, make sure you watch until the end, or else you might not ever figure out how you should navigate this new SEO trend. So first of all, what is AI content? Okay, so first let's take a quick look at what AI content basically is. So AI text is basically content created by software. Yes, I know, big surprise, right? So you just give the software a little bit of direction in terms of what you want, and it will then create paragraphs or even entire blog posts based on your requests. Now, this kind of thing is possible because AI is becoming pretty advanced now. And in fact, if you follow some of the popular AI accounts on Twitter, you'll see cool examples of what's possible, thanks to recent developments in AI. For instance, a new tool came out recently called DALL-E. I think I pronounced it right. This is basically a tool that creates an image based on whatever you tell it. Here's an example of someone who wanted to create vibrant, smiling bowling balls. And they basically just provided this tool with their instructions, and this is what the program made. That's pretty cool, right? By the way, if you go onto Twitter and you type in DALL-E, you'll see tons of amazing examples like this. Now, I'm showing you this example to really drive home the point that AI is really powerful these days. And it's not just limited to voice assistants that can't figure out what you're saying. I mean, Siri might be hopeless, but these new AI tools are another thing altogether. Anyhow, a lot of these recent improvements in AI are being directed towards content creation on the internet. It's now getting to the stage where you can pretty much create detailed articles by just providing a cheeky keyword to an AI tool with a few prompts here and there. Now, at this point, you're probably wondering how good this actual AI writing tool is. Well, I'm here to tell you that the writing can be really good, and a lot of the time it can be hard to tell the difference between AI text and something that was written by a human, especially when there's a bit of editing in there. In fact, in the next section we're going to look at an example of AI content and you'll see this for yourself. By the way, I just want to say, if you're enjoying this video, remember to like and subscribe. If you like our videos, the YouTube AI overlords will give us a helping hand and put our video in front of more people. Plus, if you become a subscriber, you'll get access to my future videos where I beg for forgiveness and apologize for all of my negative comments about AI when true Terminator style AI finally arrives. Next up, how can you create AI content? So if you want to create AI content, one of the best tools for this kind of thing at the moment is something called Jasper.ai. Now, we won't cover this tool in too much detail here because it has a ton of features and it will basically take up the entire video. But if you want to check out this tool for yourself and really mess around with it, you can find a link to it in the description of this video. Anyway, the tool basically helps you write AI content. And for the most part, if you want to write content with Jasper, you first need to pick one of the templates. These templates just shape the overall style of the content that will be created by this tool. And once you've picked a template, you can then give the tool a few prompts. It will then write something based on the template you've chosen and the prompts you've provided so far. So here's an example of someone who used the problem, agitate, solution template to write out some compelling copy for the Jasper tool. So the bit on the left is essentially the prompts, and the bit on the right is the output created by the tool. Now, if you pause this video and give that content a quick read, you'll see that it's actually not that bad, right? Tools like Jasper provide lots of templates, and there isn't really a limit when it comes to what you can create. So you can create short form content like we've shown here, but you can also use Jasper to create long form content too. And if you're wondering, Jasper has two pricing plans to choose from, the starter and the boss mode plan. Each comes with slight differences. For example, the boss mode plan provides you with Grammarly integrations, but the starter plan doesn't actually have this. Now, that said, in both cases, you're still charged per word, but the per word cost is actually cheaper on the boss mode plan. Now, they do have a free trial on offer, so you can check that out if you'd like to see how all of this works for yourself. But is AI content against Google's guidelines? So AI content is pretty amazing, right? I bet the next question you have is whether this kind of thing is actually allowed in the court of Google. Well, Google recently released a statement saying that AI content counts as spam, and it's actually against their Google guidelines. Now, Google is saying this because they have a strict policy against automatically generated content. And this is actually a very old fight for Google, because before AI content tools, there used to be something known as article spinners. And these were essentially just tools that would churn out lots of different pieces of content based on a single article. So you'd give these tools a blog post, and it then changed a few words around, use a few synonyms here and there to make the article different. Now, I mean, it can be a little bit more complicated than that, but that's basically how it all works. Anyway, this approach produced lots of good results previously for lots of people for a long time. But the problem though is that this kind of content didn't really look like it was written by a human. In fact, certain words were used in a very awkward manner, and posts created by this tool just didn't look very natural. On top of that, even if you spin an article, you're not really completely rewriting it from scratch, and so it's not always going to pass a plagiarism test. Either way, Google figured out how to detect and then crack down on this spun content, and you don't really see a lot of people using content spinners these days. But why am I talking about all this? Why would I mention it? Well, I've said all that to highlight how Google isn't new to the automated content fight, and they actually have some experience when it comes to targeting content generated and created by software. But here's the thing, AI generated content isn't the same as spun content. It's actually a heck of a lot better. I mean, if you read AI content, it will often look like it's written by a regular native English speaking person. In fact, it can be better than some writers sometimes. And if you put AI articles next to spun articles, the difference is literally night and day. But then again, AI content is still not perfect, and honestly, it still has some flaws here and there. So if AI content doesn't advance anymore, Google might figure out how to crack down on this kind of writing. In fact, they're one of the world leaders in AI, and some of the smartest people in the world are going to be working on this problem. So there's a chance they'll figure out how to weed out artificial intelligence content in its current form. But of course, as time goes on, content from AI is obviously only going to get better, and maybe even to the point where it's near perfect, right? And with that in mind, it's hard to see how Google will handle things once the situation gets to that point. So yeah, you could argue both sides here, and it's hard to say what the future holds. No one really knows, right? So what should you do next? Well, if you're intrigued by AI generated text, you should definitely experiment with it, but you might not want to rely on it 100%. So you could write a blog post using AI, but you might then go through it, add a few paragraphs here and there, edit some of the content yourself to make it more interesting. And if you adopt this approach, you might be able to quickly take a certain niche, as AI tools can help you cover a lot of keywords in a short amount of time. But as mentioned, if you rely entirely on AI content, you might get into trouble once Google starts working on the algorithm and improving it to detect AI content. Now, AI copywriting looks like something that might take over the world of blogging, and there's certainly some truth to this, but it's important to remember that a lot of the time, creating a truly amazing piece of content is still pretty hard to do, even with AI tools. So, I mean, if you wanted to create a 10,000 word article, that really covered every single thing you needed to know about link building, complete with graphics, complete with case studies, and even some personal stories. Well, it'd be kind of hard to do that with something like AI or Jasper, right? But you could probably make this kind of thing yourself if you did things the old-fashioned way, aka wrote yourself. I mean, if you're new to SEO, it might be hard to do the research here, but you could still probably manage that, right? Of course, if you had to write about something you are 100% passionate about, there's an even better chance you could beat AI generated content. Plus, AI often relies on existing content to create new chunks of text. So it might not be able to bring fresh perspectives to a topic, and it might rehash some common points of view in regards to a particular issue, but it may not present fresh, controversial ideas that will really help get people's attention. And this is actually the kind of key point here, because it's often this kind of writing that tends to get a lot of shares, a lot of visibility in the world of social media. And of course, if you have a different opinion here, let me know in the comment section, because I'd love to hear your point of view. Okay, so that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, leave a message in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer it as soon as possible. Anyway, hopefully this video has given you a rough sense of how AI copywriting works. Now remember, AI content and AI in general is still a bit of a grey area, so it's hard to say what the future holds. Like, of course, AI writing is going to get better and probably near perfect in the future, but who knows if Google is going to be able to detect AI text at some point or another. I mean, Google has a massive business to protect, and so they're going to do their best to tackle this kind of content and to get rid of it, especially if it ruins the user experience. So for now, I guess your best approach here is to just check it out, but don't rely on it 100%. And if you can find a good middle ground here, you should be okay. Either way, thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. And if you like our videos, it will help us get in front of even more people. Plus, if you become a subscriber, it will be much easier for you to find my other future videos where I cover things like how you can beat your competitors who are tanking your listings with their AI content. After all, I guess we're all going to be on the receiving end of this at some point in the future. By the way, if you want to watch another video that's related to AI, you might want to check out this one. How we increased our SEO traffic by 180% with Phrase.io. And this video covers a tool known as Phrase.io, and this piece of software doesn't focus purely on AI, but it does have some special features that make use of artificial intelligence. So if you'd like to learn more about how AI can help you with content creation, you should definitely check this video out.